Hi guys, today we're going to talk about 14.2 recording employers' payroll taxes. There are a couple new vocabulary words that I want to go over. First is the federal unemployment tax, and that's just the federal tax used for state and federal administrative expenses for the unemployment program. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it. The second is the state unemployment tax. And that's just the state tax used to pay benefits to unemployed workers. If you ask your parents about it or even watch in the news, you hear a lot of people needing that unemployment tax. So that is actually what we're going to be figuring out how much an employer will owe this week. The employer payroll tax is Social Security tax, your Medicare tax, unemployment, from the federal and unemployment state added all together. The employer payroll tax will be on the debit side since you, the employer, will be paying it out. Social Security tax, Medicare, unemployment, federal, and unemployment state are all on the credit side because it will be considered a payable in this section. When journalizing, you will write the employer payroll tax as payroll tax expense. Like I said, as you are considered the employer at this time, you can reference page 339. So now you may be wondering how to calculate your unemployment tax. It's a lot like how we did the Social Security and the Medicare tax. So for state, throughout this section, you're going to use 5.4%, and for federal, you will use 0.8%. So I put the equation up at the top. Unemployment taxable earnings times federal or state unemployment tax rate equals the federal or state unemployment tax. So an example would be if your unemployment taxable earnings would be $183.75 and your federal rate was 0.008, that's 0.8%. You'll type it into the calculator and you'll get $1.47. Again, if you were to do it on the state, you would take the 183.75 times 0.054, and then you will get $9.92. Make sure that you're using decimal points when you're calculating, as you will get the wrong answer if you put 5.4 in your calculator. Okay, 14.2 working together worksheet. Pull that out. We're going to do it together. So it says payroll information taken from employee earning records are given below. That's on page 340. Work together. A form and journal page are provided. You should have that. It says calculate the amount of earnings subject to unemployment taxes. Unemployment taxes are owed on the first $7,000 of earnings for each employee. So you'll go to the work together, and it looks like you have Beltran and Cintron. You need to figure out the unemployment taxable earnings. So you will see that for Beltran Tamala, her accumulated earnings as of April 30th is $5,100. So she does have eligible taxable earnings because she hasn't hit that $7,000. So you look, her total earnings for May 1st through the 15th in that second column, it gives you a $637.50. So her unemployment taxable earnings will be the $637.50. You move on to Miss Cintron. Accumulated earnings as of April 30th is $7,350. She has already hit that $7,000 mark, so you do not have to figure out her unemployment taxable earnings. She has zero. She's already hit that $7,000. So you'll put a zero or a dash through her line. Next step, you will add the totals for both the total earnings for May 1st through 15th pay period and the unemployment taxable earnings. So the total earnings for May 1st through the 15th will be that third column over of $637.50 plus $920 will get you your total of $1,557.50. The unemployment taxable earnings will just be the $637.50 because Miss Cintron, Irma, I guess is her name, does not have any taxable unemployment earnings at this time. She has already hit that $7,000 mark. Now you need to calculate the following payable accounts. You will use the total amount of unemployment taxable earnings, which will be the $637.50. So I'm going to give you the percents that you're going to use in Work Together and on your own. I also believe that this is the same percents that you need for your application problem. So you'll do your Social Security tax payable of 6.5% times the $637.50, which you get $101.24. You do Medicare is 1.5%. You get a total of $23.36. Your unemployment federal is that 0.08%. Oh no, I'm right. 0.8%. And then your unemployment tax payable state is the 5.4% for 34. After you've calculated all of those and put that in your worksheet, still up at the top working in the graphic organizer, what I would call it up at the top, you will calculate the total payroll taxes, which is the Medicare, unemployment, and Social Security added all together, which is $164.13. We're almost done, guys. Now you get to journal like you have been this entire year. So the first thing that we always do is the date, which will be May 15th because that is the end of the payroll period. Next, you'll do your account title. Your first line is going to be that payroll taxes expense that I talked about in the previous slides. Your doc number, it is in the Work Together, is memorandum number 46, so M46. You will put your general debit column. You will write in the $164.13. Next, you're going to enter your separate accounts. So your Social Security, Medicare, unemployment, federal, and unemployment state. Each has their own line, and you will enter the amounts that you calculated above. And then you will put all of those account in your general credit because you have your debit of your tax expense, and so you need to offset that. Okay? Once you're done with that, you have completed 14.2 Work Together. You can move on to 14.2 on your own. So your assignment for the week is 14.2 on your own because we've just done Work Together, 14.2 application. I just want to say you guys have been doing great. I know it's only our second week, but you guys really stepped up. You guys let me know if you had questions. You guys sent in your work before it was due. This assignment will be due next Tuesday at midnight. Next Tuesday is, I believe, April 14th, 2020. Again, if you have questions, email me, send me a text, FaceTime. Also, if you want to just spot check, let me know. I'll make sure you're on the right track. And I hope you guys have a good week.